Hi everyone, I'm Carl Smith, Tesla Guy UK. This is my review of the Tesla Model X. This is my Tesla Model X, I'm very happy to say, which I've had for a couple of weeks now, and I mean, to put too fine a point on it, it's an amazing car. I want to tell you more about what it does, the features of it, explain what driving an EV is like for people that have not done so. So this is the Tesla Model X 75D. So 75 signifies the battery capacity, so it's 75 kilowatt hours. The D is not diesel, it is dual motor. So this is an all-wheel drive vehicle. All Tesla Model X vehicles are all-wheel drive. So there is a motor over the front axles and there's a separate motor over the rear axles, and the car basically manages the power to each of the wheels. What this does, it gives you an unbelievable amount of grip. This isn't a small car by any stretch. It's 5 meters long, and it's 2.2 meters wide, and it's heavier than a Range Rover, so you would expect it to be quite cumbersome, quite lumpy when it comes to driving. Not the case. So on windy roads, on bumpy roads, it manages those very, very well. It's very comfortable. These are the upgraded vegan leather seats that Tesla have introduced. So it's more like pleather, synthetic leather. But it is a exceptional ride for a car of this size. Very comfortable to sit in. Over long distances, you're not going to have an issue in driving this. You're not going to get uncomfortable. These are very, very comfortable seats. They adjust in all manner of ways, and you can adjust the lumbar support as well. The official range from this vehicle, from a 75, is 259 miles. For the 100D, it's somewhere in the range of 350. In actuality, you'll get 200 miles plus on this car. If you drive it carefully, definitely 220. What this means is that the range anxiety that people talk about when it comes to electric vehicles, really we're kind of getting past that situation now. Yeah, with other EVs, the Nissan Leaf, the BMW i3, when the range is around 100 miles, then that's a bit more of a problem for people that are wanting to go longer distances. You combine this with Tesla's supercharger network, and frankly the anxiety isn't there anymore. There is a big investment that Tesla are doing, so by the end of 2017 there is pretty much everywhere in the UK you can go without having too much of a problem in terms of charging, and that's a big deal. The supercharger network that Tesla are putting in really is kind of removing the need and the concern of EV drivers everywhere, that this is going to be a problem anymore. currently using the speed aware cruise control. As you might be able to see just to the side of me, there's a bit of a queue on the M62 this morning, but what it means is I haven't got my feet on the pedals at all. I'm steering, but the car is keeping the distance to the vehicle in front. That's available on a number of cars these days, and that's not all that impressive. Autopilot is something a bit different. Autopilot will basically keep you in your lane when you're driving on a motorway or a kind of a main A road. It does an amazing job. It will keep you in lane. If you're wanting to change lanes while using the autopilot, you move the indicator stalk and it will automatically move you. What enhanced autopilot is leading towards is full automation. So you know, this car will be able to drive itself at some point in the future. So there are a number of cameras. There's a camera above me here. There are 2 cameras at either side. There are sensors all around the car, and there's also, it uses radar control as well. The plan is, and this is Elon Musk, the chief exec of Tesla, and very much kind of the man with the plan. What he's intending to do, I think he said by the end of 2017, is to have a vehicle drive itself from LA to New York. It'd be very impressive if we can achieve it by the end of the year. Storage in this car is huge. I mentioned the frunk, and you can get a small suitcase, maybe a small collapsible pushchair in there, and that's kind of handy just to put in, you know, small bits of luggage if you needed that extra space. But it's the boot that's the real kind of impressive space. It is absolutely massive in there. Now you have got options in terms of the seating. You can go 5, 6 or 7 seats. Personally, I've gone for a 5-seat configuration. It's not very often I would need to have more than 5 people in a car. So I think one of the areas that gets overlooked is safety. The acceleration of these cars are well documented. When people talk about ludicrous mode and some of the performance vehicles doing kind of 3.4 seconds 0 to 60, this will do it in 6. It's not something I'm really going to dwell on because this kind of stuff's well documented. But the safety aspect, I think, is quite important. In the recent US crash tests, this car had the highest safety rating of any SUV ever tested. In every single category it made 5 stars. The Euro NCAP, which is the European equivalent crash test, haven't been done yet, but it would very much be expected to be on the same kind of level as the ones that were done in the US. Some interesting comments that were made from it, as well as every category being 5 stars. They also couldn't roll this over. Now SUVs are prone to, because they're quite tall, and you know they have a certain amount of body roll, that you can tip them. The crash test people couldn't tip this car over because the batteries are all stored in the floor of the car. It has an extremely low centre of gravity, and you notice when you're going around a corner quite quickly, there's very little body roll at all. It's a nice to know that you're driving a car that is very, very safe. In fact, so safe that there was only one car that was classed as safer than the Tesla Model X, and that's the Tesla Model S. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. There's going to be plenty more of these. videos that I'm wanting to make, kind of sharing my experience of owning a Tesla with you. If you're interested in taking the plunge and buying a Tesla, please get in contact with me either via Instagram or on Twitter. Both handles are @TeslaGuyUK. As a Tesla owner, we have referral codes that we can share with others, and those referral codes allow you to get £750 off a new Tesla, plus free supercharging for the lifetime that you own the car. Finally, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, then click on the subscribe button on screen now. You'll get notifications when new videos are uploaded. And finally, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. See you again soon.